Hello, I'm Troy Parker, President of Innovative Labor and Cleaning. Most of you already know that. I thank you for watching this video. Now, I hope that you'll watch to the end of the video. If you watch to the end of the video, you'll see how you can win money by participating and we growing together in this journey. So watch to the end. I know you can just skip to the end and see, but then once you skip to the end, then you're not going to have to watch the video. So then you're not going to be able to participate because then you don't know what the hell the video is talking about. So watch the whole video, and then at the end, you'll see how you have an opportunity to win money. Hello, I'm Troy Parker, President and CEO of Innovative Labor and Cleaning, and this is another Mental Health Monday. Now, we've been talking about goals, and feel free to go back and watch the other goal videos I did, the ones from the last few weeks, and even the ones from last year, because there's little tidbits and tips that might help you. Now, if you have your goals all spelled out, then you have your action steps you're going to take on a daily basis or whatever is needed, because like I said, some goals might not be something you do every day. Some might be something you do once a week. And you have your script written out. And when I talk about the scripts, because I didn't say this, so I want to clarify. When I say come up with the script, so I gave the example of going to Paris and your wife saying to you, "Oh my gosh, hubby." My wife calls me hubby, so that's why I say that. Anyway, "Oh my gosh, honey, I can't believe we're in Paris for a month. This is great." Write it out and then read it. Don't just say, "Oh, that's what it's going to be," and then you go to bed and think you're just going to remember it, because you're not. But write it out in detail. So you'll write out your wife's part, and then if you're going to say anything back, like at the end of her saying that, you might say, "Yes, honey, we are so blessed." Okay, write out her part, write out your part, but then put the sensory things that you'd experience. Like I mentioned, the little black cab going by, then the smells of Paris. Then you might have like the little table and the little tablecloths or a flower on it. Pick things that help you to remember, because everyone's different. A person who doesn't like flowers, it wouldn't be good to put the flower there. People who might not like certain smells, put smells that you do like. Put colors you like, the bright sun, but write those things out. When you visualize it, you're going to visualize it like you're seeing through your eyes. Don't visualize it where you see your whole body and your wife's whole body and you're watching it like you're watching a movie. No, because then you'll be disconnected, because you're just watching it like you're watching Jason and Friday the 13th. You're not in there. See it as you would if you're looking out your eyes at your wife, your mate, whatever. What would you actually see? You wouldn't see your whole body. You'd see maybe your hands holding your wife. You'd see your wife, the cab, the tablecloth, the flower if you like flowers, the sun, or it's a sunny day. That's how you would see it. So I just wanted to clarify that. Also, another thing that helps is little affirmations throughout the day. Just positive affirmation. So it doesn't have to even be specific to any particular goal. I mean, I've said things like, "I'm so grateful, I'm happy, healthy, and wealthy." I mean, anything that resonates with you, but it's the feeling. If you're walking around just saying, "I'm so happy," or "I'm so grateful, I'm wealthy, healthy, and happy," how would each one of those make you feel? How would you feel if you were wealthy? Well, you'd feel like, okay, I can do anything. I'm wealthy. How would you feel if you were healthy? You'd feel good. You'd be standing up straight. There's no back pains. There'd be no headaches. There'd be none of that. Feel what that would feel like, because you know what it would feel like if you had the money you want. Because we've all had times where we had a surge of money. But you have to imagine it. So it's the feeling when you're saying these words, these affirmations throughout the day, the feeling you would feel. Because you just go around just saying some words and there's no feeling, then you're just saying words with no feeling. It's the feeling, and that's going to keep you in the vibration of pretty much all your goals, because it's a positive vibration. So having a little affirmation, and I've told you before, like I carry these little cards around, because until you learn the affirmation and memorize it, anytime you start having a moment where anything can happen, somebody might say, "Hey, I heard they're going to have layoffs." And you start thinking, "Oh gosh, I'm going to have to sell that car I just bought my wife," and we automatically go to the doom. We start panicking. That's the time you pull out your little card and you say, "That's right. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm healthy, wealthy, and prosperous, or whatever it's going to be. And you feel it, and you say that, it might take you 10 times, and it gets that vibration back up, then you stop worrying about that. And you focus like, hey, no, my goal is I'm going to reach this much money this year because I'm going to outperform everyone in my department. And so even if there is a layoff, it's not going to be me. And then you get back to task. The many times when somebody comes with the doom and gloom, and it's all around you, it's all over the news, and now the new election things are probably going to start up because the presidential election's coming, so it's going to be all this, oh my God, we got to do something about the crime, oh, we got to do something about this, oh, Russia's going to do this. That never even happens. And then after it doesn't happen, we never stop to think like, you know what, those 46,000 things I worried about in 2022, that stuff never happened. No, what we do, we go right into 2023 and start worrying about the 50,000 things we're going to worry about this year that aren't going to happen. Stay focused on what you want to happen. And then when it happens, you'll say, hey, he's right. I'm going to focus on this, because the only recession there is the one in your mind. I hope this helps you. And as always, remember, it's up to you to make your life matter. Okay, now we're at the end of the video, and I know everybody's chomping at the bit to find out, well, how the hell we get some money? Here's how you get the money. You guys will receive the link Monday morning, probably around 9 o'clock. The first 3 people to respond back, and you have to respond back speaking on how the video has either affected you, could affect you, how you could use what the video talked about. You can't just text back and say, I like the video. No, this is something you're gonna have to put a little effort in. Now, at 6 p.m. Monday night, the first 3 people who send back their response of how the video either helped them, how they could use the video, something that you can tell the person watched the dang video. So for example, I have a video that talks about support groups and using support groups during the holiday. If someone texts back at 6:01 and says, hey, I use a support group because I struggled with alcohol addiction and the holiday time was a trigger for me. And so I would go to my support group, get the support I needed, and it helped me get through the holiday season. That's a good response. But if you just text back saying, I like the video, or even if maybe you've never used a support group, you could say, hey, I struggle with anxiety around the holidays, and maybe I could look into a support group. Does anyone know any? The reason I'm having you text back to the same number and not just put it on YouTube is that way it stays private within the company, because we're a family, and this whole purpose of this is for us to grow together. There's a lot of things that I don't know that you know, and there's things I might be able to share with you that you don't know. It's as if we were all sitting around a round table. The room that we're sitting in is going to look different to each of us because we're sitting someplace different all around this table. And that's the same way life is. So there's some experiences I may have never experienced that you have that you could help me with. There's some points of view I've maybe never thought of because, maybe I've never experienced it. I never experienced it coming from where you're coming from. So the whole thing is for us to build each other. So just remember, watch the video. You got all day to watch it. The first 3 people to respond back after 6 o'clock, because if you respond back at 5:54, 5:55, that's not going to count. It's after 6. You get the $50 gift card. Now keep in mind, sometimes it's not going to be 50. Sometimes I feel a little generous now. It could be 100. It could be 200. The whole thing and the point of me doing this is to get you guys to pour in to each other and to me, and we share with each other and we grow together. This business has grown not because of me, but because of all of us. I couldn't have done this by myself, and I know that, and I thank you all for all you've helped me to do, and I hope I've been able to help you. And this is another way to give back, because a lot of times people see me and say like, hey, how'd you do this? Or how would you do this? And there's times I come to people and be like, hey, how do you think we should do this? Because I don't know everything, and you don't know what you don't know. So I hope you guys will participate. Please hit the like button, share the channel, because even people outside of the company could watch and gain things from the video. Now, the only people who can win the money are those in the Innovative family. So it's not like when the channel grows and we get 1 million people watching it, everybody can get the $50. It doesn't work that way. It's only the people who are teammates in the Innovative family. I thank you again, and remember, it's up to you to make your life matter.